All right, guys, we're back at it again. Sunday, April 19th, downtown St. Joseph, Michigan. This is the Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, episode 174. I am James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, co-host. Where did you get that one from, Joe?
My house.
Oh, I was like, you drinking that warm beer over there?
Oh, got them all down in the house. My house.
I do have some cold ones too.
Yeah,
Like,
all right.
Yeah. I'll pass these down to you, bro. Jeez. Have some of those. It's nice and cold. Is it really? All right, guys. We have a special guest on tonight. He's the owner of Rave Cannabis. Let's welcome Lark, Hanna. How you doing today, sir?
good. How you doing? Thanks for having me in. Pleasure being here.
Yes. Welcome. Thanks for coming up for the Sunday afternoon show.
Yep.
And welcome to the show.
Yeah, our special Sunday show.
Yes.
We only do a couple of them.
Nice.
Actually, we've done 3 in a row.
I know.
I do think it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
April 19th, tomorrow's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect setup.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah,
setup.
yeah.
Did you do that on purpose?
It kind of works out like that.
Yeah.
A lot of things with cannabis and 420 always aligns
Oh, yeah.
itself, so
Exactly.
it's kind of crazy.
That's kind of funny. I don't have a cannabis show on tomorrow.
Well, you come
I'm
by.
gonna
We're
wear
gonna have a
I'll wear
big
that
event
tomorrow. I'll wear
so,
that tomorrow
yeah.
for our episode tomorrow.
We're gonna have like,
420.
a bunch of vendors
Yeah.
and food trucks, and
Okay.
the shit's gonna be a party.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, where are you guys located?
We're right here in Benton Harbor, downtown. We took over First Class, the old First Class location. There's been a little bit of a challenge, change a little culture there we had, but it's, we've been doing pretty damn good lately. So
Is that the old surf shop?
I don't know what it was before. I think it was like a tire shop before it
Yeah.
was anything.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're right there on the roundabout.
Yep, right
Yeah.
roundabout in
Yeah.
the corner. Yep. We just put up our signs too, so
I
can't miss
remember.
it.
I was trying to think. Where is that at? Yeah. So, how'd you get into business?
I always been on retail before cannabis. I was in cell phones, Sprint network back in the day, and
Yeah.
when they got bought out by T-Mobile, I tried to pivot, and I was always scared to jump in the industry, but at the time it wasn't fully legal and licensed and all that. So, Wayne, one of my buddies, told me come check out this location he was buying into, and then the first day I visited, I was like, this is weird. Like, it's just retail, something I've been doing all my life. But I also love cannabis. You know, I smoked a lot. You know, I'm a connoisseur myself. So it was fun to see, you know, it's actually, you know, a business. People are there. They want customer support. It's the same I've been doing with cell phones, but it's actually something I love, you know. So, I mean, I'm a techie guy. So that's how it was in cell phones. And, but it was nice to jump into that. And then the day I was there, the police came in, but they were like being extra cool, just saying everything was okay. And I was like, I guess it's normalized a little bit here, you know? So like, it was maybe a sign from God that like, okay, it's not as, you know, I've been offered to help some of my buddies that were opening at the time, but it was more like Detroit. It was one of those stores that like open and closing, you know? So, but the one in Wayne was called Holistic Health Wayne at the time. It was licensed by the city, not the state yet. It was still in that gray area where the state didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
And when I seen, you know, the community was okay with it, people coming in, everyone was happy walking out. My first day of visiting, then like I was like, I'll be here next week, and never looked back after that.
Is it hard to start up a business?
So for the first time, I'll say a lot less people are jumping into the industry because it got oversaturated. As you know, there's like, I mean, it's
New Buffalo's getting annihilated. Before it was this empty land. Now it's just open land with a bunch of dispensaries on the state line.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So that's like, it happened more in some cities like Bay City at the time when there were some of the few first cities to allow it. And then that's what causes, you know, people go down to the bottom and lacking customer service. Everyone's just going for pricing at that point. When you brought up New Buffalo, I know like the shop I'm at now, it was like really busy back a couple years ago because there was no New Buffalo. But I like the opportunity because, you know, I feel like the city is both like St. Joe's and, you know, Benton Harbor has a lot, you know, going on too during the summer.
Oh,
and, you know, so
a lot of tourists.
and like more going back to customer service. And, you know, I think with cannabis, it's a lot of educational people want to learn. They come in, and you got the people that know what they want right away. But once you go somewhere that people take care of you, they know what you want. You're gonna go back.
Yeah,
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, New Buffalo, same thing. Like there's gonna be maybe 10 that are doing amazing. The other ones are fighting to survive, or what. So it's tough to jump into it right now, I would say.
So with the market being so saturated, how do you make yourself separate yourself from the rest of the competition?
I truly think it's like the product you carry and understanding what your customers want. That's another thing. Like I'm always constantly asking what are we missing? What are things that every market is a bit different. Some things sell well, maybe in New Buffalo, maybe here it'll be a little bit curated towards what our clients want. And then understanding that part, and then customer service, that to me, I always, my motto is, treat customers the way you want to be treated.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I go to any establishment, it doesn't have to be cannabis. I always have that in my mind, like, wow, they took care of me here. I'll be back. Or
right.
what the heck? Like no one even said hi to me,
Exactly.
I'm gonna feed off your
Go
question
ahead.
because I'm kind of curious. I guess I'm kind of old school when it comes to this kind of stuff, because isn't it, if one person say like sells it like down the road is Nobo.
Yes.
So down the road from you is Nobo. So what's the difference between what you're selling and what they're selling? Isn't it all the same
You right?
type of shit?
Yes.
I hate to say it like that.
No,
but that's,
you're right. It's a lot of it is produced the same, and especially in Michigan, there's like maybe I don't know how many brands now. It's insane. I think what separates you is the flower. I always say that. I could carry all the same vapes as everybody else, but we actually handpick, visit the grows, see how they operate, and to me, besides those SKUs and like maybe like obviously like rosin and some like handpicked selected items we're trying to get better at right now, that separates you a little bit.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I mean, everybody like here in the Benton Harbor, they have what, 7?
Yes.
Yeah, something like
Not
that.
even, no. I think 5 now.
5?
Yeah.
But still, okay, 5.
yeah,
it's still a high
lot.
number. It goes
Yeah,
with
yeah.
what I'm saying. So you got the 5 here. What, like he was saying, what pinpoints you different than everybody else? And that's when I was going with the whole, what's the difference between yours, theirs, and that?
So my thing
also
is
might be price, isn't it?
Price always. I think we're very competitive. We do a good job of buying, and it comes down to that. But also the experience. We're curating an app right now, loyalty systems, incentivizing people that are good customers. Just that part of things, like more showing the customer love back, that at the end of the day, it's like it goes back to customer service to me. I think price is huge. But if you get a good experience somewhere, if you're spending like $5 more to get experience, and they understand you, they're great, go there. But pricing wise, I just have a method. I don't really look too much at what other people do. If I just purchase correctly, that makes sense. And I make, if we have our system in place, we're usually pretty competitive just by following what we do.
I guess because I'm such old school on this stuff. I remember used to buying dime bags. So
me too. It was kind of funner back then. Like,
being sneaky and doing that.
It was part of it.
Yeah, back then, because I've been clean from drugs for 25 years. So
congrats.
Thanks. I try.
I still smoke to this day.
But my whole family still smokes to this day. But for me, it's really tough for me because I wouldn't know what anything is anymore.
Oh, so like you said, there's so many different varieties and strands and cross strands and things of that nature. You said something about an app. You guys have an app developed already?
It's in the works right now. We just switched over to the whole name change and the branding, and we're just waiting on approval processes through like Apple, but very shortly here, probably within a month.
Can you give us like a little snippet of what we might expect from the app?
I'm heavy towards like tiers, like reaching your tiers to go to the next reward cycle. So the more you spend, the more you get, and then eventually you'll start seeing like we have this thing where like if you're first time customer, general admission, and then you become like VIP if you're a certain amount. Then the last one is like Rockstar. If you're a Rockstar, you are like, you know, our VIP spent over a certain amount, and then Rockstar will get awesome freebies when they come in and, you know, redeem their points. Kind of like the McDonald's app a little bit.
I was just thinking that.
I like the tier system, so I'm trying to go towards like either, hey, here's $5, or collab with a vendor and give a $10 item instead of $5, or it's up to you. But I think,
like that idea.
you know, if a vendor, like, back to your point, there's so much stuff out there. Why are they gonna buy this edible that's produced the same way as this edible?
Yeah.
The hard part is for these brands is letting the customer go home with it and try it, and then if they like it, then the brand might, you know, it'll succeed. But it's been definitely a lot of people going in and out in this industry as far as brands.
Do you have more people not that you work at your place do not do it, or is it more they know what they're doing but they don't smoke?
I'll say everybody smokes in my. But I've had like people that weren't that heavy into it, or like they would use topicals or other things. That, you know, they would basically still could help, you know, understand what people. It's a lot of scenarios too. Customers come in, especially if they need like some medical help. You know, we're not medical experts, but we could only speak about our experience of what helped the last client or the customer. If someone has like, you know, back pain, and you know that helps somebody, so next time you see that person, you recommend the same. And why would they not come back if we recommended the right product, you know?
I remember when you had to have a card to get
medical
card.
That's I've been doing this since then. So
since then?
It was, you know, making appointments with doctors, getting approvals, and it was the whole thing.
A lot of people were getting those.
A lot of people did like it a lot at the time there, because we were able to buy caregiver product at the time, and it was more like if someone grew something locally, you could tell them, hey, go pick up, you know. It was a different world back then, but I missed that. It was really good times at that time.
Damn, you guys make it sound like it was like 10 years ago. It was only like 3.
It's insane. Yeah, it is insane to think about it.
I mean, I think 5 to 3 years, at least 3 to 5.
I would say it was like 2017, 2018 is when I was like,
wow, really?
Time is flying for sure. I do think like it's still new, but I'm like, oh, I've been in this for a while now. You know, at the same time, I'm like somewhere in there.
Actually, I didn't think about asking that. Where'd you grow up at, and what town?
Sterling Heights.
Sterling. Oh, so you're from the other side of the state.
Yep. I've been in Benton Harbor like since July here. Like, but I don't live here. I come back and forth. I got great team members that hold it down, and the good thing is a lot of brands and good grows and stuff are in that side of the state.
Is it really?
There's still a lot of amazing ones here, but there's just a lot of more volume there. Goes back to what separates us with the competition. I'm able to like visit these grows and check out their product, and not just blindly buy, you know, the flower or the bud, and we try to keep it fresh, you know.
I guess compete with other people with like not just selling it but growing it. I mean, you got to have a big warehouse or a big giant greenhouse. I guess I've never been to a grow facility.
Or they can buy from people that actually grow it, right?
No, there's definitely some amazing facilities. Like, you know, if you visit, I've been to like, let's say Peninsula Gardens, a great brand. You know why their product is awesome, because you walk in that facility, it's super clean, super tight, and it just shows in the end product, right? But you'll go to some grows, and you know you'll know why their stuff is not good either. If you've seen some like, you know, bugs flying around or whatever it is, but I think that's why it's important. That part is what, you know, separates who buys good and bad. I feel like just putting all that in consideration.
How well organized their establishment is.
It's amazing.
Tells you a lot.
Yeah, exactly. You know, sometimes I know who follows the protocol. Some people just let you in. You know, you're supposed to sign a visitor sheet and stuff. Simple things like that. It just shows me like, okay, they're on their A game or they're not.
So how do you base upon what you buy from them?
A couple things. The hard part, not hard part, but understanding, you know, there's tiers, right? There's the budget consumer, there's someone that wants value, there's someone who wants, you know, and some people are like, they jump in between when they could spend a little bit more on high end or whatnot. So we have 4 tiers in our flower, and I have to be considerate of like what is going to be in the bottom tier, and and I'll compare those. So I can't compare like high end stuff with like something that's a volume, and the grows that make a lot of volume usually like it's not as boutique, or like high quality. I say that people, maybe the smaller ones because they're focusing on their strains, right?
Yeah.
The massive grows probably have 20 strains. It's hard to master 20 strains if that makes sense. Or maybe even more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some menus are crazy, but yeah, understanding the tiers and having something for each type of client that walks into your store. Everybody wants something different.
I just think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's insane how much there's out there and different strains and everything. And
or not even that, how when we all grew up with it, what's the difference on the tiers, or in the tiers, like you're saying tiers, how many different product line there is out there now.
As compared to
back then when someone was growing it just in their backyard.
It's funny. I was just talking to somebody about like how a dime bag, I used to get high off of it for like all day long. Now, if I smoke that, it's like it's gone in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So like from back in the days, like I remember like we used to stretch that to I don't know how. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So like now it's
where's your shit? I don't want to smoke my shit now.
Yeah, those days were fun, man. Honestly,
No, get your own. I gotta have this last.
I had a whole procedure, the hand sanitizer, eye drops, cologne. Like now, it's just like I don't care. I just
shit. When I started, I had no idea what we had to use Visine. Or, or something to cover up. Use cologne because I started smoking at 15.
Yeah.
Right? Got caught at 15.
Yeah.
My mom.
Yeah.
You youngin.
Eyes red. No cologne, and now everybody knows what to do to cover things up now.
Yeah.
So it's evolved a lot. So.
Oh
yeah. What's the best you've ever smoked?
I do smoke Peninsula a lot. That's why I mentioned them. Like the Sherp Cream Pie is my favorite strain.
Yeah.
That's what like
what's it called?
Sherp Cream Pie. Yeah.
I love the name.
It's tasty, man. It's awesome.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. I can't it's not for a while. I can't stop smoking it. But usually anything like flavorful like that, I go to. And sometimes I'll switch it up with some gassy, like no flavor, but usually that gassy will knock you up. But yeah, I smoke all like the sativa. I'm smoking it.
Right.
I smoke it all. But yeah, I'll say probably PG right now is my.
All right.
I'll definitely recommend that.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
You know what? I'm just like him. I'll smoke just about anything.
Yeah.
As long as it's good.
Good. I smoked the whole joint.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is good. If I put it out halfway, I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not smoking this again.
It's not too good.
All right, I can ask this question for both of you then. Do you think the stuff now is more potent than the stuff before?
Definitely. This convo always comes up because I always look for some like old OGs that I used to smoke. Like Tahoe OG was one of my favorites. We used to like get it from the black market, whatever. It was always amazing. But I do feel like we've been like, what do they call it? We've been we just got used to like all these candies and all these like new flavors and new terps that like when I do smoke that again, I'm like, this is not what I had before. But I just think we've moved on to it. It's the next best thing, With strains is like always like something's always the hottest for like a couple of years. Like
the Gorilla Glue at one point and
like,
all kinds of stuff.
Exactly. Like Glue had this chokehold for like 5 years, then it runs, then it's always like a fad that's the next strain,
Right.
And they go back to it. Like right now, Glue has been a one, a lot of people like don't grow it as much because they got sick of it.
Yeah.
So the ones that kept it and they do a good job, because I'm that guy. Like I like going back to Glue every now and then, especially when you keep smoking runts, gelato, and different like flavors. I like going back and like it's a good it's always a very good hybrid for me.
I mean, at times once you get used to something, it doesn't have the same effect.
Correct.
So you have to try something different,
100%.
and it's always cool to try something different because you don't get hooked on just that one strand,
right?
And it's all. I think it elevates your highness.
100%.
I mean,
yeah.
And so like you said, it's always good to come back to it later.
Right.
And it might serve you again, maybe just as good as it was the first time you had it.
100%. I was talking to Scott about this. Like every time I open the bag, sometimes I get like a little memory flashback.
Yeah.
Like I'll smell something. I'm like, this
that.
reminds me of like 2021.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll sit there for like a minute trying to remember like when did I smell this? What was it? You know. But once you get used to these profiles and all that, you kind of like the Sherb that I like. I could be another grow that has it, but I don't know it's Sherb just because I smoke so much of it. If that makes sense, you know. And then you get like the terpenes is really the effects more than like indica hybrid sativa, but that's the next wave. Like in Cali right now, a lot of the testing always describes the terp percentage. Now you see some of the better grows here starting to go towards that too. So usually what happens like in Cali, a couple years later, the whole
rest of the country
catch up to it. Yeah. So I think
California is the hub, more or less.
I say we are the Midwest hub right now.
Okay.
Like, so Cali is probably maybe the world hub of cannabis, honestly. But like Midwest wise, like from, you know, Minnesota to Wisconsin and Illinois, and you know, they're all coming to us right now. You know, so I say we're the Midwest Cali is what I usually say.
Okay. So yeah, we're the midpoint of the country.
Right.
That's cool right there.
Because like I know a lot of.
Fuck cars. Now we got pot.
Yeah.
You know what? You won't find many people getting in trouble or actually fighting, car accidents. Well, maybe some car accidents.
That was my whole dilemma too.
You're pushing on the car thing.
Yeah, same thing, like you said. Like,
some people.
Yeah.
Me too. Like when I jumped in the industry, like my parents weren't that happy. I didn't tell nobody for the first year.
Yeah.
I've always been like a clean guy, had my cell phone stores, like, you know, I was corporate kind of. So it was a different thing for me in the beginning. But back to your point, you know, they allow people drinking and like, you know, more people get arrested from drinking and stuff like that. You never hear anything bad with cannabis.
Because you can't test it.
And I always try to tell my parents, like, you guys were brainwashed, you know, like they thought it was as bad as heroin at one point. You know what I mean? And they believed that because that was the propaganda of what they grew up with, right? So that narrative is getting killed every day. So I think it's moving towards that direction.
Well, I bought a sign right there. If you read a couple,
yeah, I used to have those all over our dispensaries, like the devil's lettuce, and it's
so
crazy. This is real, you know.
This is stuff that they used to push on the American public, that this is what marijuana would do to you.
You know, I always have this. You know, cannabis has been out for thousands of years.
It has.
Like, I just don't know where did it go so bad where they thought it was bad as heroin when they were using it for medicinal purposes. No, like
it's
years
the gateway
ago.
drug. Technically, you're saying that's a gateway drug. Yes, if you do use that, you might want to try something different. You might want to do something different because you're doing this already behind law.
Well, I guess I can't say that.
It was a law thing. Was this right? Pot was against the law, so people wanted to try it. They can get it. They can get it cheap. So then they tried that. Oh, my friend brought Coke. Now, since I do this, I'm gonna try something else for another different type of high. Then another type of high. It was just a high thing, and how much adrenaline they can get from one point to another point to another point. And whatever they like, they'll just keep on doing it. Yeah, you got your. I always say there's like three different types of pot smokers. You got your people that just do it just to relax. You get people to do it just to have a good time to time, and then you got your social ones. Ones that only do it when someone has it around. You got the person that does it all the time. They need to have it. They wake up for it. They need it. They have it. So they're used to it. Their body is immune to it. So and that's what people for your kind of business. Those are the ones that need it every damn day.
Yep. So you're saying it's a habit forming drug?
Yeah, it's a habit. It's a natural. It's like smoking a cigarette. It's like smoking a cigarette. It's like
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and actually I'm gonna go against that.
Why?
I don't think it's habit forming.
But then you're not that type of person that needs it all the time.
Well, some people need it for health issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might need it all the time in your life.
Right.
You're the type of person that you're in between those other two, in my eyes.
Some do it for recreation.
Yeah, you're just doing it just to have fun and go out.
Not necessarily having fun, maybe to relax.
That's what I'm saying. You're that type of person in between them.
Take just like your alcoholic beverage, not as dangerous, but it does take an edge off.
Like
after a long day
That's
at work.
exactly what I was
You know
gonna say. Like for me, like after work, if I smoke my joint, I have to. It's like my
It's
reset.
like
I get to
decompress
reset
it.
my
Or-
day. You know, like now I'm decompressed, like you said.
Yeah.
Like you know,
or you could do it like this way with alcoholics. Alcoholics, someone that wakes up every morning needs that drink before they go into work, or that person that needs a drink at lunch, or someone that needs a drink after dinner. You have that alcoholic where you have to have that. Same thing with pot. Now, then you got your social drinker that only does it when they're out and about. You're that type of person with pot. You just need it out time to time, out and about. But you
I
do it
at home.
I know, but you do it at home because you're not a.
I do it at home in the privacy of my own home.
Yeah.
So if you ever catch me out, you won't catch me out smoking because that double me and drinking at the same time because it doubles the intoxication level, and you're definitely going to get in trouble doing that. But if you do it at home, nobody can stop you from doing that.
Yeah,
you do it in the privacy of your own home,
and you can watch how much you smoke.
Yeah, I mean, that's sit back and relax.
The whole thing with like being a gateway drug. I mean, look, it's somewhat true. Like with my personal experiences, I'll say like growing up, I didn't smoke weed until I was like 20. You know, in high school, I would think someone is like, you know, it was like a stigma around it a little bit.
Yeah.
But because I smoked, I feel like, you know, someone had like, let's say mushrooms, I would have never thought I would try that, right? But like since you know, maybe getting high off weed, I'm like, wait, they lied about this, maybe they lied about that. Like that's what kind of.
Well, anything that's come from the earth is not as bad as something that's made in a lab.
And that's my that's
you know what I mean?
That's what I live by, honestly.
Yeah.
I just had this convo with somebody else too. Like if it's grown by earth, I might, you know, I might try. I might try, you know, but if it's lab made, like I'm good.
You get the coca leaves from the earth, of course.
Right.
But you have to process that.
Right.
With chemicals and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you really saying it like that?
Yeah, I do.
It's the same thing with pot because they cross feed something in a lab.
You can still grow in your own house.
But you're growing both things, but they're making the other part in the lab together.
Well, I'm saying you can not only get it from a dispensary, but you could also grow your own stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you can, but a lot of people don't. I mean,
we get that part. We get that part. But I'm saying you can grow.
So you wouldn't do. How would you know?
If it
was cross. If it was they did in a lab or
crossbred.
Yeah, if they did in a lab or not.
You can crossbreed anything. Though.
No, I meant if you didn't. Would you know if you smoke it and it's been in a lab or not a lab?
This is the funny part when you said that. I get a lot of different weed from different people that grow their own stuff.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily go to dispensaries all the time. I don't. And my stuff is like from people that actually grow.
But you're old school still.
Yeah, I don't know. They grow their own stuff, homegrown.
Yeah, if it's working, you know what's in it. But as far as lab made, I mean, maybe referring to like nutrients and stuff is not like organically grown.
Yeah,
that could happen. But there's a lot of like grows that will like it's soils, live soil. They don't put too much nutrients. It's natural, organic.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. It's a little bit different growing it in a facility that's watched 24/7.
Oh, you're talking about the government being involved with
government, not in the government. Yeah, government making these people doing it 24/7, but they have the guidelines to a person that's growing it out of their house.
Correct.
So it's a little bit different strain and a little bit different potency and everything else that you're saying.
Yeah,
I agree with on that part, but it's the guidelines of how much they could do to it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that's gonna not hurt the business. I think it's gonna boom the business even more. I can see in my eyes, probably 10 years from now, they're going to get rid of cigarettes and pot's going to be the new cigarette, and they're going to legalize it, and it's going to take over.
It's two different. I mean,
I think cigarettes are going to be going out, and that's the new.
That's going to be a hard thing to do.
I see. It's
just for me, like I don't smoke cigarettes or anything, I don't know. It's at least because like when you smoke and you're getting high off of it, you're getting like a feel. I don't know what cigarettes really do, but like I feel like it's two different avenues. But
no, that's a habit forming drug, nicotine.
Yep.
And it's not good for you.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just saying.
So with cannabis, I've taken breaks, right? Like I've gotten to the point where like I wouldn't get high. I start smoking like 3-gram blunts to catch a high, or like I'll start dabbing. And then I just took a break. I'll say like the first couple days was difficult. First week was really difficult because maybe it is a little bit of habit forming for me. Like I like my joint with my coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
I like smoking it on the way home. But too much of anything is always not good, right? Like too much of alcohol, too much of anything is not good, right? So I just see, okay, how can I survive without it? After that first week, I feel like it became easier. So compared to like people that smoke cigarettes, I feel like it's tough. They can't quit. They'll try everything, take whatever to do, pouches, and I don't think cannabis, you don't deal with any of that. You just gotta stop for a little bit, and then your body gets used to it.
Yeah. Once I feel like I've been to the point where I don't get high enough, or whatever the case may be, I'll take a couple of weeks off.
Right.
Reset my whole body, and then smoke again. Or I go to like a gummy or something.
See, I don't think cigarette smokers could say that easily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't change it like that.
I can't just say I'm gonna quit for 3 weeks and come back.
I used to smoke cigarettes, and I totally stopped. I mean, I could tell the difference though.
Right.
You stopped cold turkey almost too. I remember you weeding off on it. You stopped buying, and every time you thought you needed a cigarette, you asked for it. You asked someone that smoked.
Yeah. Well, But
so you wouldn't have to buy a pack.
Yeah. And I stopped buying them, but once I got myself off of it, I wasn't a heavy smoker.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't smoke for 20 years.
Right.
Some people out there smoke most of their life.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the hardest thing to get away from.
Yeah.
Because it's, like I said, it's that nicotine fix, maybe an oral fixation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's all this overindulgence.
Yeah.
Of one thing can be too much.
Yeah. I mean, I do think also cannabis is I see some of my customers, they come for like a value, like a volume purchase of like a 28-pack pre-roll.
Yeah.
Because that is like their cigarette box, and they don't really care about how high I get as the oral sensation or just to smoke, right? An alternative. So
having smoke in your lungs,
you know what I mean?
On a day-to-day basis. Yeah.
Right. So that's why I always say there's a market for anything and everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what people are going through, what it can help them with, right? So I do have customers like that.
What's your biggest sale? What's your biggest product line?
Probably pre-rolls.
Pre-rolls?
Yeah, pre-rolls and flour. In our shop, like our flour does amazing. We try to keep it always fresh, always good. Not have too much like crazy backstock where weed dries out.
Well, if a lot of us here know where everything is, people are be watching. What is flour?
That's considered the buds. You know,
because a lot of people won't know that.
Yeah, because in our industry, flour is a category. So it comes in prepackaged form. It's basically the herb that you break up. The buds.
Yeah.
So it's from prepackaged, like in 3.5. You could buy in ounces, and when you say deli flour, it's just in a jar. It's my favorite way to buy. I just we show you the whole pound almost, and then you get to get it from there. So it's fresh. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
For me, I always say go with the nose, right? Like if I like the way it smells, I most likely like how it smokes.
Yeah,
so nothing like smelling it from a jar, right?
Oh, that's the best way to do it.
Right. So when I say flour, that's the category that is anything bud related where you actually like breaking it up and rolling it yourself compared to a pre-roll is ready just to light up, obviously. But and then in the pre-roll, there's infused now, and they infuse it with multiple different things if you want a stronger pre-roll, or there's just regular pre-rolls.
What's your top 5 buds to smoke?
Are you talking about more like strains?
Yeah.
I'll say like I mentioned like Sherp Green Pie. I'll say I always smoke any type of runts I love. If it's like a good OG, anything with gas, like Tahoe OG, like I mentioned that. And when I find that, if it's the right one,
he gets a grin every time he talks about that one.
Yeah. Again, it's like a time thing for me. Like it takes me back in time. You know what I mean?
I noticed every time he brings that one up,
he's big smile on his face. Yeah.
I'll say like a good Blue Dream is always good. Like if I'm golfing, I like to be on like something mild, nothing like overwhelming. And then I could squeeze in like an old school Sunshine No. 4 was one of my favorites. So like that's another one. Like it's nostalgic. If I find it, I buy it. and I see that reaction from the customers, it feels good, you know.
The same reaction you're giving us right now when you talk about it.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So then that goes to show you he loves his job.
Right.
Man.
Oh yeah.
He loves his job.
You know, it's funny. Someone was saying like, "Oh, you operate good." I'm like, I don't even know if I'm doing good or not. This is what I do. You know what I mean? At this point, it's just like it's second nature.
And it's good to see that you're very knowledgeable of your product. So
yeah, I try to learn a lot about my customers. Like, what do they? You know, the connoisseurs, they kind of find it where they want to find it. You know, everyone always says like, "What top shelf this that." You barely get a lot of like snobs. Let's say if like 10 people walk in our shop, most of them want some education and stuff like that. You know, so I try to learn about what they want more than like what I think, right? I always have that mentality of like, don't worry about what I like. What do my customers want? Make sure you have it for them. And obviously I'll still have what I want, but you know, I always say that I try to focus on what my customers want.
Good. Yeah. I was going to say something. Yes.
Oh, did you train a lot? Thought?
I lost the train.
Oh, it's all right. I actually do have some to get back into so people know what things are, because there might be people out there that don't know all the stuff that's out there anymore and how it's made and what it really is. You said hash,
right?
So describe what that is. So
like
know.
You know, people that dab and or like even infused joints, I typically go towards hash. It's plant material. It's not like processed with anything like butane or any BHOs. So typically, if a grow has maybe a bad crop or they have extra of something, they could process it. And if they process it like hash, you get less percentage yield back compared to like doing it through butane. Your percentage might be like 15%, meaning like flour turned into this much wax.
Okay.
So hash rosin is probably the best thing to smoke. I would say you're dabbing, but you're only smoking plant material, like processed out of a plant, basically. And you'll see tiers of rosin, and usually the tier 1 is less plant material, straight up flavor, THC, and the terps. And
actually, I really didn't know that.
Yeah, so when you actually dab that, you're not smoking the herb, the paper.
Yeah.
You're taking in just what you want. You know what I mean? So that's probably the purest way for me from what I learned. But I'm always an herbs. I like my joints. Something about grinding and rolling. It's like part of it for me too, not just smoking. Like it's like my relax process.
Well, that's the convenience of pre-rolls too for people that don't know how to roll or hate rolling.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy it somewhat.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would love to have
just convenience.
Yeah, it's convenience.
Yeah. Like we went out to the delivery. We had a party the other day. You know, you're gonna bring a pre-roll pack. You know, people are smoking socially. You don't have time to like get 15 joints ready.
Break all of it up. Roll it all up.
God, I'm almost done. Leave me alone.
It's basically what it is, you know. So it's it's a neat fight. I just with pre-rolls, it's like I know if I broke down a joint personally, right?
Yeah.
It's fresh when it's in the bud.
Oh, yeah.
And you're breaking it down, it's easier for it to dry out. Then they're putting it into paper. Then it's going through testing, going through transportation. It's sitting in my shelf. I just feel like the fresh way is the flour. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But I smoke a lot of pre-rolls too, just because of the convenience. So.
Yeah. If you can describe what keef is, just to give people an idea what's going with that.
I mean, keef is from dried material. Same concept, like it's extracted from the flower. A lot of times you'll see it when like people are hand trimming, let's say the bud, and there's a lot of trichomes and amazing stuff still in you know the throwing whatever that is, and there's multiple processes. But like let's say if you take dry ice with it and just like smack it around a little bit, you'll just see all the keef come down, which is the THC, the flavor, and then like nowadays they're using it a lot to coat the outside of the joints. Or some people infuse the inside of it to give it extra potency. Yeah. Like back in the day, we had that grinder. Remember the grinder?
That's good stuff.
Remember the grinder? Whatever you catch in the bottom.
Put that in the joint or.
It's like nobody does that no more. It's so accessible. Like people don't know about that. We used to collect that shit.
This is why I love flour too, man.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
When I grind it up, if I run out, I was like, oh, I got keef.
You can scrape a little bit
out, and smoke that. Oh man.
Yeah. You get
Look at you go, Grant.
it's like you get the history of your grinder of last like 30 days all in one shot.
Yeah,
you know,
that's great, man.
But I don't do that no more. These are little things that like people don't do anymore. But
well, what I used to do when I did it, we all threw everything in a coffee grinder and just keep on pushing the button and let it spin and grind all the way up till it was fine, and then put it.
Well, that's a good way to do it.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah,
a lot of people,
I didn't care. It was everything went in it.
That's a true hybrid, I see. Right there.
We just grinded it all down, and I said, "Fuck it!" And now we have all this, and we put it back and grab another plant and put it all in the coffee grinder.
That's awesome.
Do you go into any cannabis conventions or anything like that?
I usually go every year to the Vegas one. There's a big one in Vegas, MJ BizCon.
How huge is that?
It's pretty huge.
Huge.
It's cool that like every year you get to see other states participate. Like they're launching now. So for like it might seem like repetitive to us, to some states it's still like so new to them. But typically if you want anything, you go there, you find machinery for anything you want to make with cannabis. It gets crazier every year. Like I just seen this one of my buddies at Evo Farms, they do a great job with Gold Crown as their brand, but he just bought this robot hand that grabs 5 joints, spins it in the keef, and then
really?
like it's all automated and amazing. Like so back to the whole keef thing, producing those tarantulas where it's like keefed up on the outside is always time consuming. And like last year they came up with a solution like you find all that at those conventions.
Cuts down time too.
Oh yeah, because
you want one?
No, I'll just continue to buy them.
But yeah, I've been a couple. We do. So my other business is a marketing company with cannabis. So we do a lot of marketing for all over the country. And we did a convention in New York. They're coming live right now, kind of where we were in 2020. Probably they're going through that phase right now, and it's funny. Like you go to other markets, like as we see here, like we're so how many SKUs we got, and then you go somewhere else, they like literally like it's a time machine going back 5 years. Like they're going through what we're going through, and they're learning it now. But obviously it's easier for them because a lot of our people are like bouncing around and being in these opportunities all over the country right now from Michigan. So,
do you consider Vegas as the modern day Amsterdam? As far as the being legal and you be able to walk around and smoke and so I remember going to Vegas for the first time and realizing how open it was to smoke on the streets.
I guess
that's
to me
smelling a Walgreens if you walk on the strip.
So it's funny because I used to remember loving going to Hash Bash because I was able just to smoke outside. There was a feel to it. Like cops are walking next to me and I'm smoking my joint and not saying
can't
nothing.
Do anything about it.
But then
I remember Hash Bash.
Yeah, like it was a weird feeling because this is like back when everything you couldn't do that, right? But yeah, I don't know when I visit California and LA, like everyone's smoking outside. If I'm like in New York, everybody's just smoking joints casually.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really say Vegas would be that. Maybe early on because it wasn't as normal, but everywhere I've been going, everyone's just
everybody's doing
especially like New York, it's insane. Like you just walk in Manhattan, everyone's just smoking joints.
I guess I would say yes for you though. I think you can even get that here in St. Joe where people are just walking around with looks like a cigarette and they're just smoking. Yeah, it smells different, but that's the only way you'll know that they're smoking. It looks like a cigarette, it looks like a pre-roll. That's all it is. But with Vegas, yes, because you could do it anywhere, anytime.
Walk down the street
without getting in trouble.
I felt so liberated.
New York.
Yeah,
I was like, wow,
it's you could just do it. No one's judging you, right? Like,
New York, like you're saying, New York and all these other places, you could still get in trouble if a cop stopped you.
Most likely,
Vegas, you can't.
Yeah.
So when he says like Amsterdam, yes, I would say yes with you and your answer a little bit more, but because in New York and there are all these other places where you can even walk around.
But you do.
But you still have that paranoia that you might get caught.
Yeah, I will say Vegas probably more.
Yeah.
You could.
I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that.
A lawless state.
Amsterdam, I'm waiting for like a nice breakfast and smoke, like a cafe and smoke. Like we're not there yet. Like I know we have some places where like you could smoke. What do they call them? Consumption lounges.
Yeah,
Like consumption lounges are cool, but like I would go more if I could, have a latte and smoke my joint, do some work. You know what I mean? I think that's where like we can't. There's no like legal state for that yet. I feel like whoever allows that first,
Can
probably
you do
closer
it?
to Amsterdam.
Can you do something like that though? In the state of Michigan,
there's consumption lounges. It's been tough for people to monetize it because, like, he's going home and smoking his joint. If I go with a crew, a couple of my buddies, I've done that before. We had events or like tastings at these consumption lounges. Been awesome. But I don't know if there's any that's like, the go-to, if that makes sense. But I think it's more just tough on them and what they can and cannot do. You cannot serve food there. Like you could bring in catering style, but it only works so much, to make it a niche thing.
Yeah.
I have to ask this question since I just thought of this a while ago. Is it harder since you are mandatory by the state and by pretty much still a national where it is against the law to have it?
Yeah.
We might be one of the states that can, but you still can't bank in a bank.
More credit unions.
Yeah,
still?
you have to be more credit unions because it's not legalized.
Right.
In the US government.
You can't go through a bank?
No, they can't go through a bank. You have to physically.
All credit unions.
And the people that are employed have to go through credit unions because they're not allowed to do a bank. They can't say you can't you're getting paid by him and you only have a bank.
You can't cash a check.
You can't cash a check at that bank.
Okay.
You have to do it at a credit union. So you have to open a whole new account for the job that you're employed by and by.
Okay.
Because of that rule.
Yeah. I know early in the year.
It's not rule. It changed. That's why I say it changed.
It's changing. It's changing rapidly. Like it's not scheduled one no more
Thanks,
either.
Scott.
Thanks, because I knew it still was that rule.
Well, we just went to a Schedule 3 with cannabis federally. It was Schedule 1. Like there's a whole 280E tax that we cannot write off a lot of things. That's what makes it difficult in this industry. Like you can't write off 90% of the regular business could. So everyone's waiting patiently for that rule change, and I feel like there'll be a lot more breathing room for everybody.
So I actually have it goes on with the taxes. Do you get taxed?
Oh yeah.
So
15 ways.
I know, but I believe that. But
another tax and another
but
tax.
I meant your employees.
Yeah.
Do your employees still have to pay a federal tax?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool. Oh, it'd be kind of cool if I say, I would say, I want to get a job if I don't have to get federally taxed. I don't pay taxes anymore because I work at a dispensary. Hell yeah, sign me up.
Maybe early like gray area days, yes, but no, it's all tagged W-2 regular. It's all regular.
Yeah.
They tax us like way more than probably any other industry right now, and
we're
fighting that.
You guys are getting killed. You guys are getting killed. I know a lot of people that do work at one or used to work at one, and they said even when the ones that do own it, you guys getting taxed by the state, by the city, by everything, by at least 5 different people are coming at you, and everybody says, yeah, they're making money hand over fist. Technically, you're almost, in my eyes, almost breaking even.
Yeah, you're like partners with the state at this point, kind of, and they're attacking the growth side and all that with this 24% hike they did. But
everybody's trying to get a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
You know,
you didn't know all
Look,
of this?
I'm sure a lot of
some of it, but not all of it.
The fucked up part is you can't write off nothing because of the 280E rule. That's the thing. Like, okay, even if you get that much tax, let me write off, my employee, the payroll and the marketing and all that stuff. So like, maybe that'll help even stuff out. I don't know how much, but at least it'll help a little bit because right now it's just they're taking, and we can't write off anything. So
it's tough. It's got to be rough because you guys are pretty much anybody that owns one is breaking even.
That's
not losing. Fair, I mean, the business is fairly
because it's tough.
The business is, I wouldn't say fairly new, but as far as being the on the legal side of it, fairly new to the system.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm sure you're gonna have to jump through some hoops. Follow a lot of different guidelines that normal businesses would not have to do.
Right.
Being the business that you guys have. That being said, where do you see the future of industries like this going?
I still think like the strong will probably survive. There's always going to be hurdles. Every year has been like some type of hurdle, right? And whoever survives that hurdle, like, continues to go. I do think, it's gonna still stay like the dispensary level. Probably, I don't. The whole thing about federally legalization and can you sell this at the liquor store or like a gas station? That's what, like, I don't know where it would go there, but I don't see the state allowing anybody just selling if they don't have a license. But like for Michigan, at least, I think if they ever decide to allow us to sell to other states, I think that will end up helping like our pricing here because it's so saturated here. There's so much product getting produced day to day, and it's a trickle down effect. Like if this grow doesn't, blow out their product, then they're gonna another harvest, and now just sitting on more and more. If there was an outlet where you could legally transfer it to like New York, because there's a lot of illegally transfers going to New York, for instance, because a new market.
Yeah.
Michigan could like eat off of that, but
so they haven't opened up all the doors for this business,
right? Because you can't cross state, you can't sell to like Lay's chips could sell to the whole country, right? Like so, imagine if you have a beautiful product, but you limit it to the only here.
So you can still smuggle from state to state.
Bootleg Joe.
You see where I was going with that?
This is the wheels turning.
Actually, I was.
Joe will run it for you.
Damn. There's still ways to get away with breaking the law.
Yeah.
But I always compare it to like your barber, right? If you go to your barber, he knows what you want. It's hard for you to like. So if I have a connection with a butt tender, he knows me, I know them, they know what I want. It's like
as soon as you walk in the door, he's like, I know what you.
I got this week. You're gonna love it, and I'm like, that's the experience I'm like attacking right now. Because like a gas station, all that can't really do that anyway. We're trying to build that with our customers, so you feel like you're at home when you walk in.
Before we go into the top of the hour, do you have any other ventures that go off of as far as your business grows?
So
help your business grow more. I mean, as far as
that's the whole marketing thing for me has been exciting.
Yeah.
I've been in this for so long, and I talk to a lot of my peers, and they all deal with the same kind of like bottlenecking in the industry, like as far as having designs made, your deals, all that stuff. So we came up with a solution. My company is AIO Media, and we have like 32 clients across the states, between New York, Michigan, and Illinois, and that part has been fun for me because there's like some kind of consulting feel. I'm naturally good at it. I like networking and talking to people about things and learning their issues. And then I realized we're all dealing with a lot of the same issues. So came up with like some solutions and, some software help, like analytics and all that stuff. That's what I love the most. So
all right.
Like with this whole AI takeover and all that, it's been a lot easier to do all these things lately. So
I got a lot of questions.
Go ahead.
Man.
Shoot, Joe.
Actually, I do. With the whole adding on to, isn't it? Can anybody that has a shop have a food truck, but like a bud truck?
Food truck, yeah, not a bud truck.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
So you're saying like a pull up somewhere with
it says
that's
rave.
We deliver.
No, I was gonna say like DoorDash too, but rave on the side, and you're rolling up in a grocery store.
Yeah,
that will let you have it, or a convenience store let you roll up and you just sell your product out of that truck.
But
the answer is no, but the idea is badass.
Yeah, but it's a lot of problems that can go with that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why? What's the difference between going up to his shop and just buying it there and walking in your car?
Here's another thing. Could you carry a gun?
They have to,
because there's a lot of things.
Right.
It's a lot of things because there's some sneaky people out there.
Right. Yeah, you got to have security because the guy's still at the door. You still have someone at the door carting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same thing.
So you got a trailer, like a semi trailer,
or just like I was thinking like a food truck, and having a guy come out, check an ID that would probably carry, because you got to have your one guy that check ID.
It's a lot of ways you can do that.
But still,
I'm thinking the safety part of it.
Yeah. I mean, like your idea, like at let's say a party or like a rave, or I'm just kidding. We could park up there and just be a vendor and like a food truck and get joints or whatever.
Weddings.
Because Pine Knob, because when I went to Pine Knob, they had
vendors.
a vendor there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They had a vendor there inside the place. They had a vendor inside and was just selling t-shirts and stuff, merch and a little
they're handing out stuff probably like
just handing out stuff.
They can't sell if it's a trade sample.
Doing edibles inside. They weren't smoking anything. They weren't able to sell anything like that, but they had edibles and stuff like that and merch and everything else. But my eyes, I was thinking, why can't you have a food truck? I think that's a cool idea.
That's a good idea. Actually,
cool.
I'm thinking the
someone's gonna take it.
Security part of it. Yeah.
Someone's gonna steal my idea now.
No, it's public. That's his idea.
Thanks, Joe.
I was like, can you do something like that? Because I mean,
that was
a mobile bud shop.
Yeah.
We are planning on launching like a delivery from our shop that like in our radius.
Can you though?
Yeah, delivery we can but you would have to deliver to the address, whatever address is on your ID, and then you have to be like in
a member or in the
member in our system. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that the only way? Because if I like DoorDash you and I want DoorDash, you got to go pick my shit up at.
Like I can't deliver it here if your address and your ID doesn't be able to deliver it here, but I could deliver it to whatever your license says.
And that's not against law?
No. Well, we have to get approval from the state to be able to deliver, but we've done it before, so like it's a lot of people delivery.
That's kind of cool though.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
That was actually one of my next questions.
No, that's a good question.
I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah,
this is a very interesting.
There's a lot of shops.
I love this.
There's actually a lot of shops like in the UP, for instance. They're only delivery or curbside. They don't let people walk in their store, so there's still like some shops are operating like that.
How far would you deliver?
Probably like all depends, but usually like 10-mile radius. It's probably like the max.
James, you're so safe. You're in the 10-mile radius.
Well, of course.
You're in 10-mile radius.
I know. I know.
So that's usually there's softwares and stuff like that could a lot. It will show up that we could deliver or can't. So. The radius thing gets tricky because sometimes it could be 2 miles, but the way to get to 2 miles is a longer drive. Right. It's tricky.
Oh man, that's some good ideas. All right, I guess we're going to do top of the hour. All right, guys.
All right.
All right, guys. We're at the top of the hour. This is the Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast, episode 174. We are here with Lark Hanna from the Rave Cannabis. Guys, if you're watching on any of our platforms, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and you can share this video as well. You can also comment as we're doing the podcast and ask any questions that you might want to answer. If you guys are watching us Monday through Wednesday, please follow us at 8 p.m. where all our episodes are live and ready to go. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right. So my other question is like a new line or something that you would do or could do. Can you have, you're on your own grounds and it's not a food truck, but can you sell outside of the building?
No,
you have to be inside the building.
Yeah. Okay. They have to get checked in. You check in, you go to our POS, Dutchie usually like the most popular one. But the state needs to know every time there's everything's serialized. This metric number, right? And then if I allow 2 per transaction, it comes off of our metric is what this looks at is their seed to sell software. It has to be tracked. Or can't take product out of
Wait a minute. So the state sells you the pretty much the software.
Correct.
You had to buy the software from the state. The state regulates you how much you sell or anything like that.
Correct. Anything transferred to our shop, it's manifested to a license. So, like, if I accept it, then the state knows that product has arrived, and then to remove it from that, it has to happen by sales. So, if I have 100 joints, every time I sell some, the state every night gets a report to see how many we sold.
So technically, you just can't automatically on a whim driving down someone's place and buy from them, then resell it in your own place.
No, Cannot do that. Nope.
So you just can't go like a bar. Can't just go to like Myers and buy a bottle of gin for the night. You can't physically, if you run out, you just can't go somewhere else, get from them and sell on yours.
Right.
Dude, that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good now, like, you know, like any other business, you go to Sam's Club or Costco and buy whatever and you keep it moving. But yeah, you can't do that here. It's all through, it has to be through a license transfer.
What happens if you get caught?
There's violation. They could take your license.
Would you pay a fine? Would you have to pay? I mean, I know
there's
you
usually a fine. The fines are all after investigation. Usually, like they'll tell you how bad you screwed up, and then they'll bill you accordingly.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Damn. A lot of people do try some crazy shit like that, and like some people just wing it.
Yeah.
This is industry; you just cannot wing it. Like you need to know your compliance.
Yeah, I don't think you can in this business. Yeah. The state has pretty much, hate to say it like this, the hand up your ass.
Basically, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah,
and then,
they're a puppet. You're a puppet. They're controlling you every possible way.
Basically,
damn,
it's still
that's rough.
Yeah.
How many states are not open to selling marijuana in the state?
9.
I'll say selling wise, it's a tricky question because like some states are decriminalizing it, but they're not allowing you to sell it either. Okay. Like they don't have like ordinances to open dispensaries yet, you know. But they won't take you to jail if you get caught with some weed, right? But I think there's still a lot more that it's probably 50-50. I'll probably say there's probably 25 states. I'm just thinking, I don't know the exact number, but
bless you.
Bless you.
There are 10 states where
it's illegal still.
10
states. I was close. I said 9.
Have a medical or a recreational program.
Yeah.
But there's 10 that are illegal.
Wow.
Damn. I was close.
It's kind of crazy. They still think it's illegal and like.
Thanks, Scott, new camera guy.
Lettuce. Marijuana, weird orgies and wild parties happen when you smoke.
It just confuses me because like some of these states, like you don't see what's been happening in Cali for so long. Nothing, you know, they're missing out on money in my end. Like the residents are going somewhere else to buy it.
Yeah.
So
it's just like Indiana.
Yeah.
Coming over the border to buy it here.
Oh yeah,
that's why there's like 25 in New Buffalo.
Right on the border
in New Buffalo, 100%.
Yeah.
New Buffalo was the best place, almost like a great place to live. They had nothing.
It borders 2 states, Illinois and
it's like right there.
Yeah, both ways, right there. But all of a sudden, boom! Now it's all.
I think New Buffalo has a lot to do with this whole new tax they did to the wholesalers at 24%, because if you go in Illinois, you go to the shop. I think the cheapest joint is still like $10. You know.
Yeah.
Here you get like 10 for 10, you know, in Michigan.
You can buy it in Illinois?
It's legal. There's shops.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could sell in Illinois. I thought Illinois was still one that wasn't.
No, yeah. Illinois has open shops. We do marketing for a couple stores there. So, but back to that, like the state, I think, seen that gap, and it's still after the 24%. It's still like if it joins $1 plus 24%, it's like $1.25. They seen that gap, if that makes sense, and the way they did it in a way where it's not on the receipt, because it's taxing the distributor.
Yeah,
it's coming in an invoice to my shop, and when you walk out as a customer, it doesn't say 24%, but it's gonna get added on somehow, some way. So, you know what I mean? So I feel like they got a little tricky with that one, and it passed. So now we gotta deal with it.
What is a perfect state that would benefit all weed growers in your mind? What would be a perfect state as far as the taxing of selling marijuana, the distribution, the whole 9 yards?
Yeah.
In your mind, what would be a perfect state?
I mean,
I'm lost in your question.
Like
the perfect way to do it. I mean, as far as
like their compliance and how they're running it. You're saying?
If you had a state to operate out of, right?
Got it.
Oh,
and what would be perfect in your eyes? How to run that state as far as distribution, taxation of the marijuana?
I've been liking
lay out your plan as how you see fit.
Yeah.
Because Michigan is obviously raping everyone,
right? And I think what's happening is
24%. That's bullshit. That's
bullshit. It's a lot of that. Also, like I learned a little bit from the New York market. They had a company like distribution called Nabis, and they did a good job of bringing a lot of brands under their umbrella.
Yeah.
And that state allows the facility to transfer the product. Instead of in Michigan, I got to hire a third-party transport company to take it from the grow to the dispensary with a manifest, right? Like in New York, I liked how if I'm a grow, I could send my employee same manifest, but I'm not paying a third-party company to drive and wait with scheduling. I could like hang up the phone, do the order, ship it to you. With Nabis, they took like 10 brands under them, and if I don't pay one of the brands, then I can't carry the rest of the 10. So the issue, like a state like this, if me and you had a fallout with your brand, I could like call the 30 other ones.
Her distro.
So yeah, like in liquor, you know, there's only like 3 distributors in a state. If I don't do good business with one, I'm not gonna probably survive. I'm gonna lose out on a lot of SKUs. Right now, we're not like, I think it has to be more considered like that, you know, to have a better grasp of, you know, the market and the pricing and all that stuff, you know, because like right now in New York, I sell 2 items. My average cart is like 70, which is high. You gotta sell like 8 items to get that price.
Right.
It's a crazy gap. It's like, I don't know. You want to be somewhere in between. You want, because that way there's good quality control, good product, not bullshit being out in the market, you know? So yeah, if I had to do it right, I think if you maybe something like a setup where no one can just basically steal and continue running business, because there's a lot of stuff like happening in the state where it's like bullshit behind the scenes, you know?
Like I said, it's still new. I'm thinking once everybody catches up with, say for instance, California or Vegas.
Yep.
We'll and be on that same page as far as about how to sell it, how to tax it, how it's distributed.
Yep.
I think everybody can profit from it.
Yeah.
Equally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then be able to transfer it over state lines.
Yeah.
So that right there is a big deal right there.
Right. I think like I was reading into like Canada allowing to sell their product to Germany, like crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if Michigan is allowed to sell to like Europe, like I think that'll be like some crazy
stuff. Yeah.
Because like cannabis has been amazing for Michigan one way or another, you know, like from hiring people and like just the whole field, you know, like I don't know how many jobs it's created at this point, but imagine like if we become a powerhouse and I could sell to other countries and different things, I think we could compete with a lot of people that way, you know?
Yeah.
Because we are producing a lot. It needs to be another out, you know?
Right.
And I think that will also help the market, you know, from our standpoint, you know, oversaturation, you know?
I've always, I remember the first time I said, man, if the government can take marijuana just like they would do cigarettes, they could probably cut that deficit in half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let everybody be involved, every state be involved, and do it the right way instead of trying to kill it, overtax.
Yeah, kill it. Yeah,
tax businesses and only give you a certain amount of things you can do and things you have to, all these guidelines you have to follow.
Right.
If it was, I don't know, equally, the playing field was equal.
Right.
I think everybody can profit from it.
100%. There's a lot of good things coming out of it, you know, but I think the issue right now is a lot of product compared to how much is getting like pushed out, and that's what's causing this ripple effect, you know? But there's a 10% excise tax already, 6% sales tax. This is as a consumer buying. And then now this hidden 24% that's not, as a consumer, you're not going to see, but it's there. No other industry is getting those kind of taxes. Like, you know, you're not paying an extra 10% on beer and then another, you know, distribution tax in the back end. So like back to like starting my own, if I had a own state, like that distribution situation, like it's easier to fight that, right? If everybody's together and we have our, you know, that's what happens in the liquor industry. They can't pull that off in the liquor industry because those 3 distributors got big manpower that could fight the state and not stop it.
Well, they did the same thing to alcohol back in the 20s.
Yep.
Prohibition.
Yep.
And then everybody had speakeasies.
Yep.
That you sneak to have a sip of liquor.
Yeah.
And then they found out how to tax it.
Yeah.
I remember those
And
days.
distributed. You remember those days? You said. And then we're able to distribute distribution centers to distribute all the liquor through the state.
Yep.
So I don't know if they can come up with some kind of solution that'll help everybody. I think it'll be probably a powerful thing for all states.
Yeah.
Powerful thing for this country, and then you can connect with other countries, like you said.
Yeah.
To make a bigger profit for the world.
I just think it's like
We're still live.
We are. All right.
I'm not live yet.
That's,
I still don't have any picture though.
Usually takes a second or two for it to catch back up.
Put it on somebody that's not an empty seat.
I did.
Okay. I still have an empty seat. Hey, look at James is walking back. And he's laughing.
There we go. Just have a. Did you have the "We'll be back" button? Did you see that by any chance?
I'm learning a lot actually.
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
It's been really, really good. So far, so good. I can reevaluate my question and asking.
I have a lot.
Huh?
I have a lot.
Good. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We had internet failure, so we're back now, and just finish it up.
This is the damn state trying to get us.
Yeah,
They shut it off.
they're listening to us.
Actually, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, and I'm kind of curious. You said you're having a big old giant party tomorrow
Yeah.
for 420, and you said you're gonna have some stuff. What are some stuff that you're selling? Can you sell stuff at wholesale or cost, or how does that work for you when you have a party like that?
I got first thing we got these little gift baskets. I gave you guys each one.
Sweet.
Each
Love
we're
it.
giving out 400 of these. First 200 at 8 a.m. and then another 200 at 4:20 p.m. So a lot of
That's clever.
yeah.
I
We
like
got a lot of contributing brands
funny.
that build a relationship with throughout the years, and then we go halves on stuff like that. Like we're doing a 50% off with like 22 brands.
so this is what everybody's getting.
It's all like
2
almost very close to it, you know.
Get in there, Joe.
I don't know. That's what I'm
If you want to look
check
at
out
yours
for
too, I got you the merch in there.
Sweet.
Actually, I like the shirt.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, how'd you get the name?
I've been sitting on Ray for a while. Kind of, the slogan was supposed to be like something to rave about, but just been sitting on it, and then I was waiting for the opportunity, really, for the right thing.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Anytime. That's something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Joe, if you don't want that, I'll take it for you.
No, well, I'm going out of town this week.
These guys, we got to turn him into a smoker slowly but surely.
No.
When's the last time you smoked?
When I was
Yeah, thank
99.
you so much, man.
99.
Mhm.
Oh, you gotta explore, man. It's got a lot better since then.
Yeah.
I promised.
Might blow his socks off.
What
Like they're
I promised.
made you stop?
I promised a girlfriend that was passing away that I wouldn't touch any more drugs for the rest of my life, and I've been clean ever since.
Oh, good. That's amazing. Honestly.
So he's doubled up on the Rumplements. And
I drink a little bit
other
more now, a little bit.
stuff.
I drink a little bit more now, but yeah, I promised her, and I haven't touched anything for the rest of my life so far.
That's amazing, though.
appreciated.
Honestly,
I'll be wearing this shirt tomorrow.
I'm gonna wear the
appreciate
shirt.
it.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
I wear the
tomorrow's a
shirt.
good day to wear it.
Yeah.
He can wear his. I don't want to
we're
match
gonna
him.
doing our podcast. I'll be definitely wearing this.
Yeah, I don't want to match
appreciate
him. I hate to match him on that one.
Come on, let's be twins. Come on.
Twinsies?
Come
All
on.
right, I'll wear mine.
All right,
Sick.
my man.
Yeah, I'll wear it. But yeah, so that's why I don't do it anymore.
Did you just cold turkey? Like stop? Were you smoking a
Yeah.
lot?
No, I smoked, but I did other stuff too.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely
That was your gateway. That's why you said that.
No, actually, that's what people always said. Pot was like a gateway drug.
It never made me really want.
But
doesn't make me want to do other things, but I do think like
Shrooms
makes you comfortable, maybe. If that makes sense, like to try something else.
It keeps your options open.
I don't want to say it to get where like, oh, I just got high. Let me go do something else.
No, it was something else at the party. There was something else up there. People weren't just smoking.
You just want to move on to the next thing.
They went, oh, here, you like to smoke? Here, try this.
Correct. I think it's more of that. It's not like, hey, I smoke. Let me do more. I just feel like it's makes it more comfortable, maybe, to try other shit. You know?
I didn't think I even stopped selling.
Could be like on training day. Oh, I didn't know you like to get wet.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dude, it is pretty freaky though. But yeah, I mean, shit like that. I mean, my eyes. I promised. And people say it's not a drug. It's a plant. I said, well, yeah, it was a drug back then.
Yeah.
And my word on that, I might break a lot of my stuff, but I'm not breaking that.
I respect the hell out of that though.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at that sign.
Oh, no. So that's one thing I don't break. I haven't broken that because I feel like I'm disappointing something.
Yeah.
I'm disappointing somebody. And so I held back a little as much as I can.
It's made for you and
me.
So
question, if it got changed to a Schedule 3, does that change the promise?
It still no,
okay.
Still can't. In my eyes,
I was trying to see the technique.
What if you were dying and then the only way to save your life is smoke a joint?
Oh, die away.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I want you to die.
Loyal guy.
Damn joint.
Die away.
Loyal to his word though.
Yeah.
I'm loyal on that. I'm loyal to people that I'm that close to. So
that's awesome. I respect that.
With the party going on and everything else, are you the only one that's in town that's doing something like this?
Not sure.
So
I learned to like long time ago. I don't care about competition.
Well, that's cool.
As long as I care about doing good, like it's all energy, right?
Yeah.
If I'm focusing on my neighbor doing whatever, then I'm losing energy to do what I have to do.
Right.
At this point in my career here, like I know what I need to do, and what makes the customers happy. So like they could watch me if they want. I don't care about watching. I just feel like I know what needs to be done at this point.
Exactly.
Good product, good service,
Yep.
Making things like this fun, this is like a holiday to people. So like, I want to make sure they have the right experience,
What you got there, Joe?
That's made by a farmer. They do a great job out of Ann Arbor. They do like very good edibles.
All right.
Yeah, you want to show some of the products?
Yeah, okay, sure. So my question is actually, I'm kind of curious. Call me oldie and old fashioned, whatever. The hell is a gummy though? I mean, what's it do to you? I mean, does it just get you high?
Yeah.
Or does it just numb your body?
Like, so I smoke a lot, but gummies, I'm still like, my tolerance is not the highest. Like, I know mine, I'll take 40 milligrams. It's usually like 40 to 50. I get hit pretty good.
So these are 10 milligrams. What's the milligram part?
So this
dosage.
Yeah, the dosage.
Yeah.
It helps you understand, like, back in the day, in your days, in 1999, you're just going to eat a brownie. You don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Huh?
Yeah. So it's the brownie.
So it's a mild buzz. 10 milligrams.
Yeah. So like if I take like 40, 50, I know that's my limit. I have buddies that have to take like 200 milligrams to feel anything.
Not pointing any fingers. Oh man.
So it takes time,
He told us, Scott, 200 milligrams. Holy shit, Scott.
We're just talking about that. I'm like,
dumb a horse.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, how much?
200 milligrams.
So
I've done
100.
I've done 100.
Yeah, 100 is overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
This is 100 right here.
I'm done for it. I'm done.
You gotta like.
You doing 2 of these?
There was a point where I was eating close to 600-700 milligrams every day.
Holy shit! What? Who are you?
Grandma RSO every day.
Yeah, so like if I take a little bit RSO, I'm done for 4 hours.
Yeah, I have to
a little bit. I'll take like this much, and I'm like,
I'm at home. I'm doing that.
The part that I was laughing about this package was it is a jar. That's cool packaging, but
that is pretty cool.
You didn't notice it?
No, I didn't.
It's a jar.
That is,
but it also
cool.
says gluten free.
Yep.
And vegan.
Fat and fast acting.
I know that's kind of cracks me up. That kind of cracked me up.
A lot of people with gummies is sensitive on what they can eat and what they can't have. So that's
Joe,
what
don't
separates
eat all
some
these
brands.
at once.
Okay. These are this is a candy.
Yeah, that's the runts. That's the strain name.
Put that over.
But that's basically like pre-ground flour. You could just put it right into a joint. You don't have to you don't need a grinder. You just for people that
was like your pre-ground coffee, not the
correct.
Gotcha.
Best way to put it.
Who
Those
thinks
have
of
been
these
doing
names?
good. Highons.
That's okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, now you can roll. Yeah,
ready to roll,
or put it in your bowl or whatever.
Yeah,
a bong or whatever.
Some people still like put it almost like keef. They like to add more to their joint, different flavors.
What you got there, Joe?
Cali Lemon Dream.
That's a pre-roll, right?
No, that's vape. That's
a vape.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
It's got oil in there.
It's got oil in there.
Oh yeah.
So you just put it in your oil. Yeah.
Like the vapes have been kind of crazy.
Have they? Okay. Here's a question that you can answer. So on the vapes, is it the same high as a joint?
No, I always love my joints. I feel like I ease in and ease out off of a high.
Yeah.
Vapes are good. Like if I'm with the kids and I want to like not stink up the car.
Yeah.
If I have an itch, it just like helps me a little bit. But it is instant. It is like I get like droopy eyes with vapes right away because I don't know if I'm taking too much THC or whatever, or just happening too quick.
Yeah.
Compared, your joint, you puff in, you feeling it, you feel it out.
It eventually takes over your body. But the vape, as soon as you hit it, it instantly works right away.
I feel like it hits right away.
Yeah.
And lately though, the hash rosin ones we're talking, there's people making like hash rosin vapes.
Yeah.
Like in my pocket. That's what he has.
Scott approves.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if it's in my pocket, but yeah, like a vaping ape. I've been smoking. It's pretty good. But it stinks up.
Yeah.
It's like hash rosin will, I can't smoke it with the kids. So I usually keep like a distillate version with flavor. So there's no smell if I'm at a concert or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to like be disrespectful or whatnot.
Like this one says frozen cherry pop rocks. So technically I know it's not pop rocks. I'm gonna be disappointed if it wasn't. But it's gonna smell like cherry, or
typically, like if you know the cherry profile and weed, you'll know the difference, right? But yeah, dessert and cannabis names are like very close to each other. From gelato, biscotti, runs, you name it. They've done it all. And any like candy gushers or they usually it goes hand in hand. That's live resin gummy. Same thing like a vape, there's a distillate is gonna be the more value play distillate because they're just taking a bunch of material and turning it into oil. Live resin is gonna be a strain specific oil made into the gummy, so you get that feel of what that strain wants.
Fucker's heavy.
Yeah, that's an infused joint right there.
Yeah, this is the video game plan for me.
Yeah, that's me. Like if I take edibles or like movies,
movies,
that's when I take my edibles. Like I'm gonna go sit down for 3 hours.
Just want to be relaxed.
Don't bother me.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to dedicate like the next 4 hours when I take edibles to like don't bother me.
Yep.
I just like the names.
Yeah, they get crazy. Yeah, they get crazy every time.
Black cherry
gelato. Yeah.
So
So those names,
are just
so like,
cracking
look,
me
they'll
up.
be like a gelato strain, right? And then cross mix with Gorilla Glue or something, and it'll be like a gelato glue. That's where the names get crazy when they have to collab two different.
Go beyond top shelf.
Yeah.
See, and you know what? They come in cool tubes now.
That thing's heavy too.
Yeah.
tube's
That's
heavy.
I think it's glass.
Yeah, that one's glass.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked about that.
Yeah, it has evolved. The weed industry has evolved.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Cheesehead OG.
Like even me early on, I wouldn't really mess with too much pre-rolls, but now there is some amazing like pre-rolls out there.
I could smoke one of these after Chicago beats Green Bay. How about that?
You're a Bears fan?
Yeah, we are.
You're a Bears fan?
Yeah,
I'm a Lions fan, so.
Oh, you're a Lions?
Yeah.
Everybody in the NFC North hates Green Bay.
I would say thank you for your coach.
Yeah, you gotta love Dan Campbell.
Black Amber.
That's a good one. So
Cool jar,
that's a
too.
good strain. Like right now, that one is a staple in our shop. I'm trying to curate a menu where like if you like a strain, you come back, it'll be there. That's the hard part right now because a lot of people love something, they go back and it's gone. So we're trying to like understand what strains will stick with us and try to keep it. So
what old school strands that are coming back in your mind?
It's funny, like old school strains always do great, I mentioned like Blue Dream. I always look for a Blue Dream with grows because I know it's nostalgic for some people, even for me. I like to go back to it, but like like we just had a Colombian Gold in stock, sold in 2 days.
Oh, really?
I didn't expect that to go crazy, but like I said, if someone like hasn't had it in a while, like they're just gonna want it.
Yeah.
But I always say it's like fashion, right? Like it comes back.
Yeah.
Like GG was a great example, or GMO was another one, like where everyone got sick of it 5 years ago, and lately I've been getting requests because a lot of grows cut it off after everyone says I don't want it. So now it's like people are asking for the original GMO.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Want some of that.
I feel like the ones that are like runts will never go away. For instance, I feel like for people always want to go back to it like 10 years from now. It's a good point though. I do feel like when you connoisseur, which I've been loving lately, is like I'm gonna use permanent marker as an example. Has been like a popular strain here the last 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm able to like smoke different brands of permanent marker and put them like head to head, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so I think the strains is gonna it's always the main focus. People are gonna go after a strain more than a brand if they want what they want.
You got anything else, Joe?
Yeah, no, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, I had 2 more, but it's all right.
All bags are gonna be a little bit different. The first like 200 probably gonna get a little bit of something cooler because our customers are like I love them, so they'll wait like from 6 a.m. before we open.
It's just like buying a new iPhone or something, right?
Yeah, and like I said, it's like their holiday, so like I want to make sure it's special, right? I want to make sure they're happy.
I guess I'm kind of like I said, I'm still new at this whole thing.
You're not new to it. You're from 1999.
Yeah, you just check off the rust.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
So, you want more THC still, right?
Like everyone, like our market is heavy on THC percentage, but like again, like going back to how Cali transitioned a few years back to a lot of terpenes and what that means.
Yeah,
people don't understand that like that's what's giving you the effect more than what the percentage of the THC is. So like depending on what terps you're smoking.
I mean, but
go ahead, Scott. What you got?
My argument for that is that the state of Michigan has no standard of testing, right? So if Joe's a lab, if James is a lab, if Lark's a lab, they can all test a different way, right? So who got the right number off of that strain?
But what do you want? Do you want a higher strand or a lower strand number?
How did you look at weed back in 1999 and tell if it was good or not?
How if it was green or
you looked at it,
yeah,
you smelled it.
No,
if it had any
stickiness,
like
The percentage doesn't
any different color hair. I mean, if
it's funny coming up back to Scott's point. Like I remember in 2019, the 20% was the standard.
Yeah,
like if you hit 20%, you're onto something. Now it's like 30%.
Oh,
well, yeah. Because the reason I was asking because I was looking at these and I'm thinking, oh shit, they have numbers on here. Oh.
Yeah, so like
when the best date are tested by was on here. But my question is like alcohol. You higher the alcohol level, like 60%, 100%, 100 proof, 80 proof, whatever. Do you want that on THC or do you want it on the
same concept? Really, that's a good point. But when I drink, I never look at percent. Like, does that make sense? Like when I'm picking my tequila, I don't really care what percentage it is as long as it tastes good. I would say.
Yeah, I
but I don't know. Maybe like some people do. I don't know about that industry, but me personally as a drinker, I never like right now. I don't know what this is. I don't even care.
Right, it's a beer,
right? That's how if it's good, I'll get it again.
Yeah.
I guess the reason I was asking because this is 30. No, wait.
The Black Emperor's high. The Black Emperor.
This is 49.4.
That's probably total cannabinoids.
So that was that's THC, and the other one, the lowest one, I think is this one is like 20.
Yep.
Yeah, different varieties, different.
So like, what would you want?
Like 10 years ago, that 20 would have been like amazing, right? Now there's a misconception of the clients. They don't want to smoke anything lower than 20%.
Right.
They think it's like garbage, but it's probably one of the misconceptions in our industry.
That's what I was curious. That's what I was curious about.
I'm more of like, did it work for you?
Yeah.
Smoke it, right?
Right.
Because like, I got good at knowing like when I look at weed, I like know which consumer is gonna kind of like this, like what age group.
Yeah.
Right. Like sativa is a good one, right? Someone in mid-20s, they stay away from it because they want to get blown out. They want to sit in the couch, like indica in the couch, and not do shit, right?
Yeah.
compared to like me. Sometimes I'm golfing, I don't need that indica. Or like if I want to get creative, I'm more sativa, right? Like I find that sometimes, people just want to get either blastered, and not like so. Like at the end of the day, it's so based on what the client wants. Like it's you have to understand your customer,
Right.
But in Michigan, over the years, has been too much of like, what percentage is the highest? Give me that one. They don't even like, not even smelling it. Some people just go straight to that number.
That's what I was curious.
They automatically think like that's going to give them the highest, that's going to give them the best effect. Well, I think it's what terps work better with your body. What works with you.
Right. What's the lowest amount you can get?
Shoot,
10.
Nowadays, if somebody crops like 10%, they're not even going to drop it. They're going to produce oil out of it or like run it into rosin or resin, because it's going to struggle on that shelf.
Yeah. Not many people want to buy it because
like going back to New York market, I was asked for low dose. Like I was learning the retail side of things, and people were asking for low dosage. They wanted something that low, not to get really plastered.
Right.
They have a job to do, and they have to, keep it moving.
I guess that's why I was going with it. I mean, people that need that low dose or need that low percentage, are they going off of that, or is it pretty much what's the highest you can have? But like you said, and like Scott said, pretty much there isn't any. It's just how it pretty much reacts to your body.
It's what it is,
It's pretty much what you can tolerate.
Yeah.
This is why they have different ranges.
Right. That's why, like in our store, you'll see like I have 4 tiers.
Yeah.
It starts off with like the orange, the green, and it goes up to like, the high end.
It's just like a hot sauce for wings.
Yeah.
The level of hotness and then what you can tolerate. So I don't know. That's the best way I could put it.
That's a good way of putting it, though.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. I do think a lot of customers.
I like the habanero. if that tells you anything. Like to give me some of that hot stuff. So I don't know. That's just me.
Though. I mean, this whole thing about how the state to your and everything else, it's intriguing. I'm glad the show is awesome so far, and I love every minute of it. My next question would be: did you want to name the place anything else different?
I was considering Blue Dream, going after like a strain. So because in Benton Harbor they didn't allow the word cannabis, so I was trying to find a way of like people knowing it's cannabis.
Oh, they limit your choices.
Every city is different with the ordinance. That's another tough part in the industry.
Yeah.
So like if I wanted to grow a name of like if we just said rave cannabis, and then I go to another city, someone will say yes, someone will say no. So you gotta have to pick a name that's like open ended, I would say. I did consider Blue Dream for a while, but then I like one word. I just feel like it's easy to
simple.
And like for future too, like ravecannabis.com is like easy to type, easy to get.
Now you can have cannabis on your website, right?
Yep,
Of course.
Yep.
But just on as far as the business goes in town, you can only have rave.
Yep. And that's what kind of made our marketing company kind of strong, because how restricted cannabis is. So when I do help any other industry that's not cannabis, I'm like, man, you guys have it so easy. It's like I could do whatever I want.
Why does it matter if cannabis afterwards?
It's just depending on when, let's say, the ordinance of the city got approved for cannabis. It's part of their thing. Like maybe they don't want it to have a stigma on their city and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that just seems odd to me.
Yeah,
it's just a word.
And then like you go to New Buffalo, it's like there's no rules, right? So like, and I'm in naming.
That's why I'm
as
shocked.
far as naming. But yeah, every city is different. That's the whole thing. It's like you got the federal laws, then you got the state laws, then you got the city ordinances, and that's usually the difficult part about opening a shop up. You got to check mark all 3 things.
That's one thing at St. Joe I can see St. Joe never have.
It's that,
or having a cannabis shop.
I mean, dude, it's like 5-minute drive. But I do see like St. Joe's. We don't have as much following yet, and I'm working like hopefully to remove that stigma. Like, hey, you can come shop with us. Like, we're here for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're trying to change the culture up a little bit like that.
See, and that's the funny thing, because there's a lot of marijuana smokers in this town.
Yeah.
That St. Joe doesn't want that in their town, and I can understand.
Right.
Totally understand.
Right.
and maybe be a blemish on their on their Mayberry type of atmosphere they have around here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it'd be so much more money to go around.
100%. I love the whole brewery vibe you guys there's in the St. Joe right now.
Yeah.
Like I just went to Silver Beach, for instance. I'm able to go pick up something and leave, or hang out there and try it.
Yeah.
Like that'd be amazing if we have something like that with cannabis.
Yeah,
like
that'd be awesome to have.
You know, someone that's a craft grow. Which that's where it's at for me.
Give you sample a flight of buds,
dude. That'd be amazing. You know,
awesome.
like that's why I feel bad for the construction lounges because they can't really do that. You know, so if the laws change, like I would love to go to those things.
That'd be so cool.
You know, or like again, like hey, you want permanent marker, and it'll be like 3 different things there. You could like again, like put apples to apples, right? And
have a small little one hitter and try each one.
You can even expand by making foods,
right? That's the whole Amsterdam thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think it'll happen eventually. Like I feel like my theory is the more the older politicians get away and the younger ones
it's the old money.
I think it's gonna keep evolving, you know, because even these cities that like were against it, and then a younger politician comes in that says, "Hey, it's really not that bad."
Right.
It changes everything, you know. So I feel like a lot of the older people are about to be on their way out because they're brainwashed, right? They grew up where like this is heroin.
It's bad,
right?
Misery, all that stuff.
So a lot of cities I go to, you know, there's a bunch of older people there, which is, you know, respectfully whatever, but they're just grew up a certain way, and you can't change that mindset, you know.
Right.
You'll never change them.
Yeah.
At least not I'm saying.
But you can't live forever.
For now.
For now.
St. Joe and Stevensville, the only towns around here that doesn't have it.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah.
I mean, it may happen after we are long gone. You know what I mean?
I'm lived 110. What are you talking about?
Well, you never know that. Keep drinking that Rumplemintz. Tell me about it 20 years from now.
Let's get a new kidney, new liver.
It's gonna get, you know, or like just dump your memory to another body.
Yeah.
Like
it's already
I'm a new joy. I'm a new boy.
Yeah.
I'm a real boy.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'd be thinking like, are we gonna see like AI, like, you know, downloading your brain and uploading it into another body or something? Like,
you never know,
downloading your memory.
You never know, man.
I always think you're gonna get like that one movie that you have how long you're gonna live on your arm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh man. Is there anything that bothered me and worries you about this industry?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The only thing that bothers me, sometimes I feel like people jump into it, and like I said, I feel like the past year it's kind of slowed down on people. They're more hesitant to jump into the industry. At one point, everybody was trying to jump into the industry, and not having like retail experience and stuff, and they just want to, you know, race to the bottom, get the cheapest and not the best, and then like that part of things, and like not having the real mindset of taking care of customers and getting like the whole curating the menu the right way, you know, just throwing things out there, and that like doesn't worry me, but it does hurt the growth if the people are not long term, if that makes sense, you know, because a lot of people try to come in, make a quick buck, and leave, and it ruins it for a lot of other people in that area or whatnot. Reason why I like Benton Harbor a lot too, like when I jumped into this, is only 4 or 5 locations. It's still kind of a lot for this area, but there's definitely like if you do a good job of customer service and all that, you could probably stick out better than the rest, you know.
Buffalo actually wants to kick a lot of their dispensaries out of New Buffalo too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been seeing some articles about different things. Yeah,
because of the oversaturation. How many? I mean,
there's 20.
20?
There's 20.
I think there's more.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's 20.
Yeah,
just in that small.
It goes from Union,
the state line
from Forest Grove or wherever that beach is, all the way to city limits.
We do get a lot of people that come in and they say it's like overwhelming there.
Yeah,
I've heard stories about.
Ben Niles is coming the same way. Now Niles is buying up old restaurants, old business, and turning into that right on the state line.
So it's gonna be like the craft beer industry.
Yeah,
It's higher than craft beer.
it's
industry.
higher. Yeah, I mean,
It's higher than craft beer in Michigan. They're getting higher than craft beer.
They had and this is why everybody's jumping into it because it's
Craft beer and wineries.
It's gonna. They know it's gonna be a buck to be made in this industry.
Right.
So
it is if you know,
if you know what you're doing,
right? A
If
lot
you
of
know
people
what you're
get
doing.
stuck on that, and then like you're just like in a hamster in a wheel, just like
Yeah.
you're operating but not seeing money. Like back to his point with the taxes and all these things happening and not being on top of your A game, it's tough. But yeah, like right now in New Buffalo, you'll see if you're driving from Illinois, like 100 billboards offering basically everything free because they want the door swings. And
I think once Indiana opens theirs up, if they ever do, it's gonna hurt New Buffalo and all those little shops around town.
It will, but it's happened. Like Illinois has been live for like 3 years, and again, if you're shopping in Illinois,
because
joint is $10.
Indiana touched both states,
Yeah.
Michigan and Illinois. So,
but Illinois is a good example. They've been live for 3 years. They're way more tight on their distribution side, so like not everybody can just build or grow.
Right.
So joints are still $10. So like if I lived in Chicago, I'm driving probably to New Buffalo and I'm buying a shit ton and going back home, and that's what's happening.
What are you gonna say, Scott?
33 dispensaries.
Shit.
10 more than I thought.
Holy shit.
13 more than I thought.
Well, and now everybody's fighting for a nickel.
Right. And then
in New Buffalo.
That's what's happening. So if you're driving, there's just a lot of things that are given away for free just to get them to come in. You know, how can you get attention?
How do you look that up?
He has his ways.
He used to be a
look
private
up,
eye. No, he used
Ben
to be
Harbor. Yeah.
I believe it's like
9.
No.
There's 5.
Yeah, about 5. There's 4 in our corner. Crew, about 5 to 6.
6 total.
6 total. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I want to like what I'm trying to separate with more than just like, hey, here's everything for free, is the trust that you come in there, you're gonna get fresh product, good experience, loyalty program, make you want to come back.
Don't you guys buy from the same people?
We all could buy from everybody the same, but I was just telling Scott, like, it's impossible for me to purchase from everybody because you're not gonna fit it in your shop.
Right.
And it's also overwhelming, like you come into our store, even today, you come to our store, we have a shit ton of products. So like, if you're not into, like, if you just shopped for the first time since 1999, you're going to walk in and like,
be overwhelmed.
What do I get? What do I get here? Right.
I'm overwhelmed already.
Would you give me some of that stuff?
No. So we all could buy from the same people, but it's about who to buy from is what separates it. That back to your question. Yeah. So like, to me, the gummies are all processed the same way.
Yeah.
But finding the right strains and the right bud and, that like that black amber we just talked about.
Yeah.
That's like going to be a staple in my shop because I tried a couple pounds and it went well and everyone is asking for it again. That's going to be a staple, for instance, So like we want to continue building what people want. But yeah, if you carry everything, you're not going to have a store big enough for that.
How do you think the tech industry and the retail industry has helped you create this business and make it happen, make it work?
So tremendously, like that's what we work heavy in our marketing side is building softwares to help like identify items that are struggling, what needs to go on a discount, what needs to be reordered. So before I did all that by like I'm good in Excel. I'm good in all that stuff. So I was the guy that was like pulling 6 reports, my discount report, my inventory report, my customer report. Now, like I got bots kind of working together, helping me get these numbers and what I need to actually sustain what, justify I need to reorder this product. You know what I mean? So tech has been like, especially in 2026, it's like a lot of AI has evolved. I feel like a lot of people are still not into it, but you're going to be left behind if you don't jump into it.
Right.
It's like we're in that stage right now with that.
Yes. Oh, man. All right. Let's get down to the last 10 minutes of the show. You got any questions?
Actually, I do have one more.
Go ahead. Knock them out the park.
My last one is how long it will take to get it out and answer. But so did you always want to come to St. Joe area or Benton Harbor area, area just to have rave? Or did you Because you're coming from the other side of the state. Did you want to just come to the other lake?
No. So the landlord of the building was a buddy of mine from I kind of got introduced to him recently, and when I heard it's for sale, he just wanted the operator to help him, and the opportunity came up because I kind of researched it a little bit. I seen there's like a big draw of tourism coming here from like Illinois and different things, and what happened in New Buffalo has already kind of like happened, right? Because before, this was kind of the New Buffalo, like the closest almost to Illinois. Like when you cross the border, then you have options like go to Niles, go to New, but like we're close to everything, right?
Yeah.
So I had a good database of customers I could like reach out to, and then one other thing was like St. Joe's. Like I feel like the store never tapped into it heavy. I'm trying to like learn the market a little bit and just letting people know it's okay to come and shop with us. So we've been just trying to switch the culture and vibe to like be appealing to everybody. So it was a little bit of that, and then 4 years ago, anybody in the industry wanted to jump in. It was like, hey, $2 million for this property because it's in the ordinance, and whoever like jumped in those deals is tough for them to get out because now you got to pay this big bill, including your expenses. So I feel like for the first time in Michigan, there's going to be opportunities to jump into the thing if you have experience and jump into some situations where I don't have a $2 million thing on top of my head as I operate. So a lot of it was that.
Are you thinking about opening another shop up somewhere else?
Yeah. I do a lot of consulting already with people, and there's some shops I go into and I'm just like, holy, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity, and that, if they ever want to consider changing their name, I'm always open for it, but it has to be a good match. It has to be like the good, same values. There's a lot of people are in it like for a quick buck, and there's people that actually are in it and enjoy, go through the process and enjoying it. So, it comes down to that. But if it's the right opportunity, for sure,
that's cool.
A lot of people got hurt from like going from 1 to 5 within like any business, right? Like you have a good restaurant, you want to expand, you can't just go to like 5. You know what I mean? Like or be in business at one location for a year before you expand. Like the successful people usually like master that for a couple of years and then copy and paste that across the board. With like technology and stuff, I feel like it is a little bit quicker. You could pull some stuff like that nowadays because you don't need as much manpower in the back end, but definitely like if there's the right opportunity, it has to make sense,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
right. We're gonna what we do we're gonna make it last call. What we do at last call is give out shout outs to anybody that you want to in your business, your business partners, anything like that, and any upcoming events that's going on for you.
Yeah.
We'll pass it around the table.
I usually want to shout out just my team. Like Scott has been amazing. I got Todd, our manager. He's always there, reliable, good people. All the brands that support us, like from, some craft people we got, some bigger names we have. But I'm looking to do more events. Like we did one on Friday with delivery. I sponsored that. If anybody's interested that you guys know, I know you guys have a lot of connects. I'm always willing to like collab and respect the business. Some people like don't want it in there, but like I respect what the people want to do. But to me, it's all about networking. I'm trying to like just work with people as far as events. I do want to do probably some after this 420, maybe like early June. Throwing like some type of party between the delivery and us. We have this land there that we could like it's open consumption hopefully that we're working on, but I'm looking to do more of that, bring more vendors to Benton Harbor, let customers talk to them and educate them. It's always cool when the vendor's there and they're actually giving their story to customers, and then there's a connection between them and the brand. So I want to do more of that. I want to bring more events, more of that, just be part of the community one way or another,
right
however that has to be.
Sure.
But everything I've had so far, like as far as restaurants and like these breweries, everything's amazing here. Like I haven't had one bad experience. So
good.
Actually, it's true. With knowing what I did not know, since it's been a long time for me, It was intriguing today. I
Yeah.
loved every minute of it.
I'm glad.
You're a great person. You have
Thank
great mindset on your business, and even your man behind the scenes marketing back
Yeah.
there. We talked to him while you were gone for a minute. but
Yeah.
I think you guys are gonna, you know what you guys are gonna be doing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, you guys are gonna be killing it. You are competing in a big, very big industry right now. That's just booming, as we just found out. But I think if you have the niche, you know what you're doing, you can keep on going and skyrocketing from there. So keep on smoking it up.
Hell yeah. But likewise with you guys, man. Honestly, you guys are awesome. Like,
Appreciate it, man.
You guys are killing this. So,
for me, man, just to hear your the retail knowledge, the tech knowledge,
yeah,
the knowledge of the industry,
yeah,
it says a lot about you. You're serious
Thank you.
about this business.
Oh yeah,
you're serious about what you do. You want people to understand that you're serious about it too,
yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah,
it's not just something a money grab for you,
right?
Man, I didn't even know about this.
Yeah,
about well, Scott was telling me.
Yeah,
and you guys got it going on, man. I tell you what, man.
Yeah.
For future endeavors, I wish you guys the best.
Thank you.
And I think you guys will knock out the park. You guys, I think you have separated yourself from the rest of the group because you know what you're doing,
right?
And that says a lot about a person going in this business.
100%.
We want to have you back.
I'm down. I love this also. I want to have you back. I'm chilling here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, just lay back,
some beer, have a good talk.
Lay back environment.
It's amazing.
Guys talking to guys about something we want to talk about. This is what we envision our business to be about.
Yeah,
just getting everybody to know what you're about.
Right,
and that's the big thing about business. People don't want. We had a wine business he wanted to have come on. They snubbed their nose at us like we don't need your help.
Yeah, it's not about that.
No, it's not about that at all.
Right.
And it made him pretty upset about it. So still bitter. Yeah, he's still bitter. He's still upset about it.
No, to me, I appreciate you guys' platform. Like, I'm trying to send a message out, you know, to let people know. Like,
and we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
We're trying to send a message out too. I mean, it's more to a business than just what they're trying to sell to you.
Right.
It's the people that have a story behind the business, how they came up with the idea for this business.
Correct.
And how they're going to follow through with the business as far as where they want it to go. And like I said, I commend you.
Appreciate
the highest regards. And I hope you guys do the best in this area because it sounds like that's where you guys are going. So
yeah, I'm trying to. So we just it's a grind, you know. Like same thing with this. Like today, they maybe said no, but like hopefully in a year they look back and said, "Shoot, I wish I would have joined that." You know, so like
it's
that's
growing.
our goal.
It's growing.
That's my goal.
It's growing. So we wish you the best, man. And like I said, we're gonna have you back on. So
I'm excited.
All right, guys, we're gonna be rounding this out. But Joe, who do we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow, rough stuff.
Oh yeah, the dog poop picker uppers.
That's gonna be a good one.
No,
you did not just say it like that.
Well, you described that to me. I was like, "What the hell?
Well, yeah.
Who made a business like that?" I'm willing.
I know it's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be interesting.
I'm very interested to find out.
Interesting show.
And who's on Wednesday?
The Thistle Down Row.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. Remember to cut you off on that one.
No, yeah, because it
redirected
my when I put it in, it killed their name and autocorrected.
That's okay.
It broke up their name, so it's the plant, the Thistle plant.
Yeah.
Down Row. It's a restaurant out of Buchanan.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
There we have it, guys. All right, guys. For you those who are watching on YouTube and all our platforms, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and share the video as well. We love you guys so much for joining us. We want to thank Lark for joining us as well from Brave Cannabis. And we wish him the best, and we'll see him again soon. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here on a Sunday. I got to get to work. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast, episode 175. And we'll get back to you. See you guys later.
Peace.
Peace. Doo-doo.